I think it's strange that there hasn't been any State of the Union address from Biden. Think that's real strange. And check this out. The last president to give a written message without a spoken address was Jimmy Carter in 1981. So this hasn't happened in 40 years. And what's interesting is that 81, that was the year of a Saturn and Jupiter, a triple conjunction. It happened 80, 80, and 81. I was born on a Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. True story. So that's interesting that the last time this happened was on a Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. Biden was selected or whatever to be president on the year of a Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. Same as this. I mean, I think it's weird. And here they're even talking about it. Here's from the Washington Examiner from a few days ago. As of today, February 23rd, a few days ago. Last month, read it here with me. Last month, Biden said he would appear before Congress in February to set out his Build Back Better recovery plan. But on Tuesday, when asked about the timing, his press secretary, Jim Psaki, said there had never been any plan for him to address a joint session this month. We don't know where the February 23rd date came from. It's a great mystery. I've not Nancy Drew'd that one today, but it was never planned to be in February. Comparing herself to the popular character in a series of children's books who solve mysteries, because that's what it's like dealing with the President of the United States, supposedly. It's like being in a child mystery novel. This is all a joke, people. However, the president himself used a primetime address last month to suggest otherwise. Next month, in my first appearance before a joint session of Congress, I will lay out my Build Back Better plan. New presidents generally outline their plans to a joint session early in the first year. In later years, is known as the State of the Union. Psaki was later challenged on her response and said she was commenting on reports that the address was to take place on February 23rd. February 23rd was just an inaccurate date. No one's fault it just was, and it created some confusion, so I was just trying to clarify it. Obviously, the president looks forward to speaking to a joint session. We just don't have a date yet. And obviously it looked different because of COVID. Because something weird's going on. I'm telling you, something weird's going on, man. The fact that he was sworn in 12 minutes early, and that's this now the inauguration at noon is required by the Constitution. This says the president shall give an address from time to time. This isn't like this is not a requirement. Now this is not a requirement, so that's the one thing that this maybe has. That while the inauguration is required on January 20th at noon, these State of the Union addresses are not. However, don't you think it's weird that the last time that one was not given was 40 years ago? So this has not happened in 40 years, and both are on the year of a Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. He didn't give it Carter didn't give one on the year of a Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. Biden was selected as president on the year of a Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. And unless it happens, maybe I'm jumping the gun, but it's February 23rd, and there's nobody knows whenever this thing is going to take place, if it's even going to take place. That's strange. Maybe if this was Trump's second term or Clinton or Bush, I would maybe understand. Like, this is like, you're a new president. You know, you were a vice president 8 years ago or whatever. What is 2020? Right. Or 4 years ago up until 2016, excuse me. You know what I mean? So you think he would address the country with the State of the Union. I just think this is weird, man. I just think it's weird. You think you'd be excited. And I don't want to hear COVID be an excuse. Bullshit. You remember I just brought up that show, Married at First Sight? Okay. COVID happened and they continue to film the show. So what I'm saying is, if a reality show can have weddings and film weddings and throw weddings and stuff, then they can film and throw the State of the Union. All the dude has to do is sit behind a desk. That's the thing. COVID ain't an excuse. Sure, don't empty the place out. That's fine. But there ain't no reason why that guy can't be standing up there and saying shit. Wouldn't it be funny if they're going to come out in March, when that was the original inauguration day of the United States was in March, like March 4th or whatever it was? If they just come out and like announce something brand new, like you've been sold off again, like in 1871 or something. There's something weird going on, man. I just think this is weird. And maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe they'll come out with something today, even or right after I make this video. And maybe nothing will happen at all. But I just think that's weird, don't you? That this hadn't happened in 40 years and this guy ain't saying shit. He wasn't even sworn in legally. And this is great. Like, no one's thinking about this. No one's really talking about, like, this is something that should be happening, but it's not. That's what I'm saying. I hope, man, that'd be hilarious. They come out with some big shocking announcement. This happened right underneath everyone's noses. This just seems weird to me that nothing's happened in 40 years. Or this hasn't happened in 40 years and no one's even addressing, like, hey, is this guy gonna is the president gonna give a State of the Union address? Because remember, in 2019 it was a big deal because Pelosi and Trump were going at it and it got canceled. But then they moved, but then it got, and then they went ahead and did it anyway. That they were supposed to do it in like January. There was a big stupid battle, and then it got postponed. And they ended up doing it in February and anyway. But remember, there was drama along with that thing. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, this is not just something kind of small to me. I don't know. I'm wrong all the time about things. Yeah, so I could be wrong about this, but I'm also right about things this as much, if not more often than time. And here's the thing, I'll right about. And look, who cares about that? It's not like I'm right. I'm just telling you the truth. It's not like I said this stuff and it's going to happen. This is shit that it's been there for everyone to discover. It's not like it's happening. The sun's going to come out tomorrow. Is that because I'm right, or is that because it's just the truth and that's the way things are? You know what I mean? Like this shit matters, you know? Like, this stuff's gonna happen. Okay, part of the rock hits, and then the asteroid hits, and then the big earthquake, or then the plasma shot from the sun, and all this crazy shit. You think anyone's gonna be like, oh, Tony said it's gonna happen? Nobody cares. This is weird, man. So who knows what the hell's gonna happen? Because I just think that something's gonna change, man. Just like I said, I told you there was going to be an assassination or a reset in January of 2020. And that's what happened. And then I told you your personal life is going to change in 2020. Well, that's what I think. I think the same thing this year. I think sometime next month, I think sometime maybe in April, sometime in May, something's going to happen. It's going to change our personal lives all over again. And you've had a year to prepare. You've had a year to prepare for this. I'm ready. Are you? A year to prepare for this. More than enough time. Masks required. They don't work. That's why you dumb assholes are out here saying wear two of them, right? Because they don't work. There's no proof of it. Even says so on the box. I can't believe, as crazy as people are, this is what I don't understand. Just starting with the mask. I can't believe, as crazy as people are, they just don't go out and stage fallouts. I can't believe these people that work in Amazon or Walmart may put them masks on and just start falling out and just pretending that you fell out. Like, I can't breathe. What are you going to say? That I'm making that up? Dude, the whole OJ's entire defense was the glove doesn't fit. That dude said right in front of a room, oh, glove don't fit, wouldn't have been me. Well, how are they going to prove that you couldn't breathe? Like, and especially with this double layering, I cannot believe that people ain't just pretending to fall out and just start suing the shit out of everybody. This is insane. It's all a mind game. Hey, you want to wear face shields? That's fine. It's the mask, because that looks that. I'm not arguing with anybody. That is part of a religious uniform. It is. You want to wear a face shield? That's cool. I ain't going to argue about that. As soon as you start wearing the mask, you make it look fashionable. Sorry. That's part of a religious garb. Sure is. Hasn't been proven to do shit. These guys flip-flop all the time. I did it the other day. You don't have to do this stuff. You haven't been proven to have anything. They can't accuse you of giving it. The CDC, I found a clip from 10, 11 months ago. It was on one of the local news channels. I'm thinking about downloading and just be like, put the title of the video. Remember this? The CDC specifically, this was on like a local news channel. The CDC specifically said, don't wear a mask. If you do not have corona or don't think you have it, if you're healthy, don't wear a mask. You don't need to. That's what the CDC says. Anyway, I don't wear one. Walmart's, so I wanted, a week ago, before Valentine's Day, I went out shopping because I want to practice what I preach on here, and Walmart's too easy. I don't count that. It's too easy. So I decided I'll go somewhere else, and I love this shit because I go mom and pop businesses because I call your bluff all day long. You ain't throwing a sale away. I don't think you got the balls to do it. It doesn't matter. Like Walmart, I go to any of these things, but I didn't want to go to a big corporation. I want to go to a mom and pop store. And so I went right down the road, right plastered on the door and everything. Face mask required. I don't play games, people. I'm not here to have, have a debate or get all impassioned and I don't do it. I walk right in. I walked right up to where I could see the lady behind the counter. I said, I don't have a mask. Are you going to throw me out? Knew she wouldn't. I was like, say you are. You are not going to. There ain't nobody in the store. There's nobody in the parking lot. I'm the only one here. I bet you ain't got the balls to turn down a sale. And she says, no, you don't have to leave. You're welcome. Yeah, exactly. There ain't no reason to get into it with people. You walk in, you got to wear a mask. Okay, fine, I'm out of here. It's that simple. That speaks more than just getting into it with people. At least with with like the restaurant owners or store owners or shop owners or whatever. And you're going to have to just get used to the confrontation because, and here's the thing, even when you go to Walmart and stuff like that, these people are just doing their jobs. They're required to do that. So you don't take it personally. Don't get all nervous. It's just, they're just doing their job. I understand that. I get that. I hate it. I get it. But I'm not going to go off on somebody, on some young kid. First person ever told me was like a woman in her 60s. It was hilarious. When this shit started all happening. So you can't go to Walmart without one. Oh, bullshit. They won't let you. You know what? I got so mad. It's like 7:30 in the morning one morning. Got in the car, drove over there all by myself, walked right in. And the lady was like, I'll just let you know the next time you come in here, you need a mask. Cool story. I'll be right here if you need me. Haven't worn a mask. We've been a year into this thing. Have not worn one time. Has not caused a problem at all. So you guys want to keep going along with this? That's great. I'm not doing it. They flip-flop all the time. It doesn't do anything. That's what Joe Biden came out and said. Doesn't matter what we do. There's no changing the trajectory. Exactly. Which means mask, no mask, vaccine doesn't matter. That's what the president of the United States said. Too bad he didn't do in a State of the Union address. But he told y'all there's nothing, it came right out in January. There's nothing we can do to change the trajectory. Exactly. No mask mandate, no vaccine. It doesn't matter because there's nothing we can do. That's what the president of the United States said. Okay? Y'all just don't, you lie so much to yourself. You lie so much to others that it's just normal to hear any kind of lie now and to apply it to your life, to use it, to live by it. It's just normal now. I mean, I've been on YouTube for 9 years. I couldn't think about this, man. Think of all the views and the subscribers I could have had if I would have been on here over the past 4 years telling you, Trump's going to get reelected. Just like a real person. I'm not going to use any adjectives or nouns. Adjectives, I guess. Well, nouns the same. I'm not going to call anyone names or in my family or anything like that. But I deserve an apology, Trump's going to, that's what all those cops are there for. He's going to make arrests. No, he's not. The dude's not even going to be there. Knock it off. Now think of all the views and all the subscribers I could have had over the past 4 years feeding that bullshit. I should be respected on YouTube just for the fact that I do not waver, that I'm exactly where I am, where I was 9 years ago, telling you all this shit. Besides all the times I've been right, especially when it counts the most. I don't ask for money. How many channels are on here? If I don't get the donations, I can't keep the truth coming. And this guy makes like $1,500 a month telling you to wear a mask. Dude, the lights went out on him. He said, I didn't have a flashlight. Had beer, but didn't even have a flashlight. That's what he said. I should have bought a flashlight. Yeah. You're literally trying to lead people and you don't have a flashlight. Okay, everybody, I'm drunk. The power's out. Who's got a flashlight? But don't worry, I'm going to lead the way. That sounds like you people. That sounds like someone you would listen to and give all this money to and support, just like all these channels. Trump's going to save the day. Where is he, guys? 4 years I could have been doing it since 2016. Well, 5 years. Since 2015. No, sorry, 6 years. And the guy came out. I told you from the get-go, the guy's full of shit. Sounds great, but he's full of shit. They're all full of shit. The billionaire has never lived a day in your life. Why do you want a billionaire representing you? The guy's never lived a day in your life. None of these guys have. We can do it. If you would have voted for me, you would have had a guy who's not a pedophile. You would have a guy who never would have stole from you, cheated on you, had your back, supported you, loved you unconditionally, supported you. Did I say that already? Try to make you be a better person, make you hold up to your promises, not just be like, oh, it's okay, you broke your promise. It's okay. It's all right. No, I would have held you to because that's what a good person does. But you guys chose these creepers and guys who associate with known pedophiles and drug addicts and people who've been married and divorced 4 or 5 times. Who'd you judge in a heartbeat, you Christians? You walk right alongside that guy. But if anyone gets married and divorced, you judge him. This dude been married and divorced 4 or 5 times and you're sucking his wiener. The guy even says, I can shoot people and you wouldn't care. It's a true story. It's what he said. So good luck. You'll